Did you know that credit scores are about to change forever? Hold up, did Donald Trump just kill FICO scores as we know them? Because if what happens plays out, your entire credit score system could be flipped upside down. And the craziest part, FICO isn't taking this line down. They're fighting back and hard. Stick with me because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how this war could affect your wallet, your credit cards, and your mortgage approvals. But do me a quick favor, make sure to comment the word FICO down below so I know that you're paying attention. In case you were not aware, Trump's new financial policy announcement shook the entire credit industry. The administration is pushing for alternative credit scoring models to be used by banks. Things like rental history, utility payments, even social data. And of course, this threatens FICO's monopoly. For decades, lenders only trusted FICO scores to decide who gets loans, who gets cars, or who gets houses. But here's where things get wild, because FICO isn't rolling over so easily. FICO immediately launched lobbying campaigns warning that alternative scores are unproven and risky, which to be honest with you, they're not lying. They argue these new models could destabilize lending, allowing unqualified borrowers in. It almost sounds like another repeat of 2008 if you're really paying attention. And at the exact same time, FICO is testing its own upgraded model, FICO 10T, which factors in trending data over time. Translation, FICO is saying we're not dead yet. Our system is still the gold standard. But here's the thing that a lot of people never talk about. We could talk about FICO 10T, we could talk about FICO 11, FICO 12, FICO 14, but the biggest problem here is the industry must adapt and use it. These lenders aren't going to use a FICO score that gets them less approvals. They want to get more approvals, but they also want to minimize risk. Lenders are already seeing massive defaults on homes, cars, credit cards. Do we think that they're just going to accept any model because the government says they should? Now do me a favor, drop the word credit in the comments if you think FICO should stay in control of lending decisions. But the biggest question of all is, what does this mean for you? If Trump succeeds, banks could approve loans based on rental and utility payments. It's helpful if you're young or don't use credit cards. But here's the big but. It also means your social behaviors and non-credit habits might decide your financial future. Imagine being denied for a mortgage because you missed your electric bill once. Yeah, let that sink in. And I think a lot of people get denied because a lot of people will say, we'll just push it a little farther. It's not a big deal if it's late because it's never been accounted for on credit reports. But on the flip side, sticking with FICO means the same strict rules. Late payments, collections, high utilizations, those will still wreck you. I mean, it's kind of wild to think that your rental payments and your utilities could play a major factor in any type of lending. You want to get a credit card, you want to get a car, you want to get a mortgage. It's going to have a massive effect that could negatively impact a lot of people at the end of the day, because as I said before, people like to push the needle as much as they possibly can to give them a little bit more wiggle room if they can. But here's where the story gets even more explosive. Big banks are divided. Some want Trump's push for alternative scoring because more customers equal more profit. Then others are siding with FICO. More risk control equals less chaos. These banks don't want to keep taking massive risk and losses. And then of course, consumers are stuck in the middle, confused about what score actually matters. But let me know in the comments, would you trust a new scoring system or should FICO remain king? But let me give you some major tips on how you can protect yourself right now. Make sure to follow these 4 very simple steps. Step 1, pull your FICO score today. Not Credit Karma, not a Vantage score, real FICO scores. Because remember, lenders use industry-specific FICO scores only. Step 2, pay down revolving balances as soon as possible, because if this fight ends with FICO winning, you'll still need traditional rules. Step number 3, track rental and utility payments, because if Trump's alternative scores win, those suddenly matter more than ever. And number 4, stay educated. This isn't a one-day story. This is the beginning of a credit revolution, and I'm going to work very hard to keep you up to date on how these changes are happening and what is changing as we figure it out day to day. But let's take a second here and just really dive into this, because it's really confusing to consumers as to what score is important, what score is not important. And there's always constant changes to FICO. FICO is always working on a new score, a new algorithm that can potentially help lenders get more approvals, or honestly make it stricter so they can't take as much risk. Because your FICO credit score is based on risk. It's a risk assessment on what is the likeliness that you will default and not pay for these debts that you owe. So FICO 10T is a great example. You know, people have been fear mongering about FICO 10T, and I don't want to fear monger with this video. I want to really educate you and prepare you more than anything. But you've probably seen all over social media people say FICO 10T is coming. FICO 10T is going to destroy your credit. You better get ready right now. Well, here's the problem with that. We can talk about FICO 10T all we want, but will the lenders actually use it? Now, as I said earlier, a lot of lenders are still using FICO 8 for auto loans, FICO 8 for credit cards. They call it a bank card score or an auto score. There's a reason why they use specifically only those credit scores, because it gets them more approvals and they like the risk factor that's involved in it. When they look at FICO 9, notice how nobody's ever talked about FICO 9 because lenders aren't using it. I believe Navy Federal is one of the very few, and also Goldman Sachs was using it for a little bit, but they pulled away from it because the risk factor didn't make them happy. Because as you can see with Goldman Sachs, they had the highest level of defaults in the Apple Card because they were using FICO 9. So what did they do? They revert back to FICO 8 because it's most commonly used and they feel safer with that. So here's the crazy part about this entire situation. One, the lenders must adapt to it. And two, how is the Trump administration going to control this? Are they going to fine these businesses and these lenders because they don't use a specific FICO score? Because at the end of the day, it's up to these financial institutions to adapt these FICO scoring algorithms. And if for whatever reason they deem them to not be useful to them, then they just won't use them. So is this administration going to force banks to use specific FICO scoring algorithms? And if they don't, they fine them, or they don't get any kickbacks. They don't get any support. There's so many different avenues that can actually go about in this situation that we don't know what route is going to happen. But we do know there is a massive, massive push to get away from FICO scores. So again, I want you to be prepared and understand that this change is inevitable, because FICO's been sitting on top of the food chart for way too long. And I understand that people want to get more approvals, but at the end of the day, we don't want a repeat of 2008, where people got homes that had no business getting homes. Because a lot of people think that it's just based on your credit score. It's your credit score and your credit profile. This is why FICO 8 is much more powerful. They can see into your credit score and your credit profile properly to gauge whether or not you have a high probability of defaulting. And that's what we want at the end of the day, because not everybody is going to qualify for a home, a car, or even a credit card. It doesn't matter if you have an 800 credit score if you truly cannot financially withstand any type of turmoil. So again, let's prepare ourselves and not fearmonger, because that's going to be our best avenue. I'm gonna leave you with my final message here. Here's the truth. Whether Trump kills FICO or not, your financial future depends on you preparing for both systems, not just one, because FICO is fighting back hard, but change is coming fast. If you don't wanna wake up one day and be locked out of loans, credit cards, and even housing, stay ahead of the curve. And make sure to smash that like button if this opened your eyes to what's truly going on. And don't forget to comment the word FICO so I know that you're serious about protecting your credit future. And if you have any collections, charge-offs, or negative items that you need to delete from your credit reports, make sure to watch this video right here, because it's going to teach you how AI will do all the work for you, mail the letters, and it comes with a 110% money back guarantee. And if you felt that I brought you some value in this video, make sure that you don't forget and subscribe to increase your credit score.